Hey, what up, y'all? This is Drunk in the Sun with Joe and Tom.
Hey,
you know what time it is? 8 o'clock. YouTube. Maybe even Spotify, because we're on that shit now, too.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Spotify.
Oh, so we're on Facebook. But it's that drunky drunk, funky funk type of flavor. You know what we're talking about tonight? What's on everybody's lips? Marvel. Everybody loves Marvel films. I love Marvel films. In fact, I love Marvel comic books.
Oh, shit, yeah. We grew up on that shit.
Grew up on that shit. We grew up on the X-Men. X-Men.
Oh, man, the best cartoons of the 90s.
The 90s. Fuck it. Besides Batman.
Books.
Besides Batman.
Yeah, and besides Batman.
But we're not talking about Batman tonight. That's a different episode. Tonight we're talking about Marvel. And what we think Marvel's going to do in the future.
Infinity War's over. They bought most of Fox. All the Marvel shit.
They got all the characters back.
Yeah. What do you think the next saga's going to be?
Kevin Feige's already put it out there that they're going into space. So I think the Secret Wars is coming. The Secret Wars in the comics was all the villains and all the heroes were taken from Earth and put on this planet to fight each other.
Oh.
To see who's the best.
Oh, wow.
Like, that's what it was.
I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah. I think it wasn't the Beyonder. Who the fuck was it? I can't remember who it was who took them. But they just disappeared. They vanished. Wow. Like, boom, 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 boom. Basically, like the rapture in the Bible.
Wow.
And that's how they did it. And then fucking they were on this planet and they were fighting each other. Like, that's why Doctor Doom is such a badass character. Because Doctor Doom was the leader of the bad guys. That's what the Secret Wars was. Because it was a secret. Nobody knew where they went. It was a fucking secret. You know what I mean? It's fucking amazing.
That's cool.
So that's the only other saga that, besides in Secret Invasion, that I can think of, which would be dope as fuck. Because Secret Invasion, you got the Skrulls.
Right, maybe that is what they do because they brought them in.
They brought them in, but they made them fucking...
Good guys?
Not only the good guys, but like the victims.
Oh.
That's why when I walked out of Captain Marvel, I was pissed. I'm like, these dudes have tried to take over Earth I don't know how many times, and you're gonna make them the fucking victims? Fuck you.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Or you fucking flip it and do the Norman Osborn shit where he did the Dark Avengers. You could do that one.
Yeah.
That would be dope. Because then he outlaws superheroes except for the Avengers, which in his Avengers are all the bad guys. It was Wolverine, Spider-Man, Iron Man, Thor, Daredevil, and Hulk, I think. But each of them weren't those. So Daredevil was actually Bullseye. Hulk was actually the son of Hulk. Iron Man was actually the Iron Patriot, which is Norman Osborn.
Ooh.
Wolverine was actually Daken, which is the son of Wolverine. Spider-Man was actually Venom, and Thor was Loki, I want to say. It was some Asgardian villain of Thor. Maybe it was Loki. I don't remember. But it was basically all the villains posing as the Avengers in the public's eyes.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy, dude. So that could be a good story arc.
Yeah. I think, man, I don't know how they're going to do it. I either see how they introduce X-Men, either it's going to be the result of whatever Tony Stark did with the snap, and it fucks everything up and now there's mutants, or it might be some kind of interdimensional thing, how they intertwine.
I think it's more simpler. I think to introduce the X-Men, it's more simple than everybody thinks.
They're just going to do X-Men and then bada bing?
Well, here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. Okay, your mutant gene kicks off when you become in puberty.
Yeah.
So in puberty, something extreme happens, and that's what causes the mutant gene to flare up. Okay? So, and the X-Men also, throughout their entire existence, the X-Men have always tried to stay low-key because people hate what they fear, right?
Okay,
so these people weren't, all the X-Men, all the mutants, weren't created by man because they were born that way. They didn't get bit by a red egg spider. They didn't go into gamma radiation. They weren't a super soldier. They didn't create a super suit. They were just born that way. So if you were born that way, you know that's what causes the fear and the racism. And X-Men was because they were just created.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, they were born
so everyone is like, where were they at? Well, they could be hiding the fuck out because why would they come public thinking that they're going to be ridiculed and hated and exterminated?
Okay.
Why would you go public?
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah.
So it's very simple.
Yeah.
Where were they at? They were hidden. They were at the fucking Xavier school learning their fucking shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Or just hiding out in general.
We're right.
There's people
Like the Morlocks and shit like that. They're just hiding. And that's why it always frustrates me when I hear all these ridiculous theories online like, well, why don't... how are they going to introduce them? Well, is the snap cause the mutants? No, motherfuckers. They don't have to cause shit. The snap doesn't have to cause shit. They were there the whole time, but they didn't show themselves for fear of execution by the public. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All the humans are like, they're more powerful than us because they were born this. You know, they're already 10 steps ahead of us.
I can see that.
You see what I'm saying? Like, it's simple as fuck. If you had an X-Men saga, just strictly X-Men, you'd have to have the Mutant Massacre. Would be the finale, right? Or the one before the finale, which would be Dark Phoenix, which we've seen fucking twice now. And I still haven't seen Dark Phoenix.
Nobody has.
Because it's garbage. It's garbage.
I don't know much about the House of M.
The House of M is crazy because the House of M, what happened was the Scarlet Witch, she pretty much went crazy, and everybody who had the mutant gene, she got rid of.
Oh, wow.
So she got rid of all the mutant genes. So a lot of mutants were gone. There was no more mutants.
Yeah.
No more mutants. Like, something happened. I don't think she got rid of everyone. She did something that fucked it up. So where there was not able to be no more mutants.
Yeah.
She's like, the mutant gene's gone, and she controls reality. So she boom. Or you could have a climax of the Avengers versus X-Men.
Yeah.
And that culminated out of the House of M.
That would be cool.
Yeah,
that might be actually pretty good because they could introduce X-Men. And then the end game would be them versus Avengers, what the Avengers are now.
Yeah, because the only reason they were fighting was because the Avengers were trying to get Scarlet Witch. Mm-hmm. Because what she did in the House of M. And the X-Men were like, fuck you, she's one of us.
Maybe they could introduce that in a way, like in an end game Infinity War way, to where the mutants have to step up to help.
Yes, you could do that. You could do that.
So that way it'd be like, oh shit, now I gotta do something.
Yeah. Like, we can't just stand by. Because Xavier would be like, we can't just stand by.
Exactly.
We can't just stand by. We gotta do this.
Yeah.
You know? And that could be a way to introduce them.
Yeah.
And, like, to me, it's just that simple. It's just that simple. Because that's how it was in the books. But I don't think that's where they're going. Because Fantastic Four is mainly a space odyssey.
Yeah. Man, whoever's done Fantastic Four
has been garbage.
It's been, like, I didn't mind the first ones.
Two I liked.
The first ones were alright.
The Silver Surfer one, I really enjoyed.
That was cool. I didn't like Galactus in it, but I thought that was
didn't either, but then...
It was a cool movie.
It was a cool movie, but at the same time, like, when you think of Galactus, he's a fucking world eater.
Yeah.
Like, how are you going to make him a world eater and not just be some guy floating around? Like, hey guys, I'm here to eat your planet. You know what I mean? Like, he's just floating around. Like, what are you standing on? Like, in the comic books, he's standing all the time. He's like, what are you standing on? Like, what are you... so I kind of didn't mind the way they did Galactus. Because it's like, what else would he be? Like, what else would he fucking be?
Oh, shit.
And they really didn't show him that much.
No, it's just, like, kind of shadowy.
But you saw the prongs coming out of his head, like Galactus. I'm like, holy shit, that's Galactus. He's about to eat the fuck out of y'all. Right? And then he says the Silver Surfer there, and Silver Surfer is badass.
Yeah.
And, dude, the way they did Silver Surfer, I fucking loved. I fucking loved it.
He would make an amazing movie solo.
Solo, yeah.
Maybe they'll implement him now. Maybe he'll
I
be
guarantee you
part of
they're going
shit.
to. I guarantee you they're going to. You can't. Like, you can't.
You can't be in space without Silver Surfer.
Without Silver Surfer. Because he's honestly, dude, the most popular space character they got.
Yeah, anybody knows.
The Guardians of the Galaxy, nobody fucking knew who the fuck they were. Up until the movies.
Yeah, you're right. And Marvel did that because nobody knew.
Nobody knew.
And Fox wasn't going to touch that shit
because
nobody knew it.
Like, who are these guys? Fuck them.
Fuck them. We're not going to make money. Let's do this shit and ruin it.
And it turned out to be the fucking two of the best Marvel movies.
Yeah.
You know? It's like, fuck, I never knew I would enjoy this. Like, I know Drax and Gamora. I don't know who these other people are. And I got excited when I heard, because they were like, Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm like, who the fuck are the Guardians of the Galaxy? And they're like,
Rocket Raccoon?
Yeah, like, who the fuck is that? And then they were like, with Drax and Gamora are part of the Guardians. I'm like, ooh, I know them.
Oh.
They're part of the fucking Drax hates Thanos.
Gamora!
Gamora is Thanos' granddaughter. I'm like, shit! I was like, fuck! It's going down! You know what I mean?
If there was any doubt, it's Infinity War.
That's what I was like. I was like, holy shit, I hope they mention Thanos. And then the first Guardians gave you Thanos. I'm like, oh. And like the way they did Thanos in that movie, it was like Thanos from the comics. So I was like, oh, we're getting it! We're getting it!
It's true!
It's happening! It's fucking happening! I've never been more excited for people I didn't know about in my life.
It was a good movie. And those are some of the best Marvel movies.
Yeah, they're two of the best Marvel movies. Absolutely. Especially the first one.
Yeah.
I love the first one. Because the first one, dude, the first one opens up. I cry every fucking time.
When his mom
with his mom, yes. And I'm just like, I'm crying. And then it kicks off to him as an adult.
Yeah.
It's like, doom, doom.
Yeah, and he's doing the shit.
I just fucking love it. I was like, yes!
It's so good. It's a good movie.
Good. And that's why I loved Endgame when they went back to that scene.
I know, right?
And he's like, and you hear the music, then all of a sudden the music cuts off and you just hear him singing.
Yeah.
He's like, he's singing the song. They're talking shit about him. Yeah. He's like, he's a fucking idiot. Yes, he is. Yeah. I was like, this is awesome. Fucking love that movie, dude.
It's good. It is some of the, like, it's amazing.
It's so good.
It's such a good movie.
It's just everything about it is so good. You know, like the music, because the music selection. Fox is probably like, fuck. Because like the music selection is like it's a good song. It's so offbeat. Yeah. Like you would not expect those songs to be in that time frame in the way they did it.
Yeah, they did it in such a good way. Because he was supposed to be from that era, and now he's still listening to shit that his mom gave him. And it's just like...
And I can relate to that. Because I still listen to shit when I was a kid.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I can relate to that. And then you're not from this... You know, you're raised on Earth.
Yeah.
And then you were abducted? He was abducted.
Exactly.
He didn't get to go willingly.
No.
He's like, I'm here. What the fuck? Like, now you're on Earth. We're going to eat you. Why do people eat each other there? I don't get this.
And then what's that guy's name? The blue-faced guy? Starts with a Z or some shit?
Yeah, no, it's a Y. Yondu.
Yondu. Like that whole dynamic and that character. That's why they had to get rid of him. They had to get rid of him before Infinity War and all that shit went down because he just had that arrow. He could just kill all those fucking things and be done.
I love it. Like Infinity War, I fucking love.
Did you see they're releasing all 23 DVD movies in one box set? They're going to call it the Infinity Saga.
Oh, wow.
So it's going to be all the movies leading up to...
Well, I own them already. Minus a few. Yeah. I don't own... I love Captain America 1. And I don't own... That's the only Captain America movie I don't own.
I don't think I've got... I
got Winter Soldier and I got fucking Civil War.
There's a great origin. I'm a sucker for an origin story. If it's a good origin story, it's fucking amazing.
Yeah. Like, I don't have the first two Thors. I don't have Iron Man 1 and 3. I got Iron Man 2.
I got Iron Man 2 as well.
Iron Man 2 is dope, dude. Yeah. I really like. That's my favorite Iron Man movie, honestly. I love it.
Iron Man 1's good.
And a lot of people shit on it. Like a lot of people shit on Iron Man 2, and it's like,
they do.
Why?
Like I don't get it either. I think
I love it.
If any of the three get shit on, to me it's 3.
Part 3.
Yeah.
Like the beginning of Iron Man 3, I really love.
Yeah.
I really hate the ending because I loved it how they did the Mandarin, like he was a terrorist.
Oh,
and all
yeah,
this.
and then
I was like, that's tight, and then they switched it, like, nope, he's not the real villain. I'm like, fuck you. Yeah. You know, I didn't like it. And then Gwyneth Paltrow gets the fucking.
But knowing the comics influenced how you saw the movie too.
It really did.
Because you know the Mandarin's actually badass.
He's bad as fuck.
And this guy isn't.
And yeah. But from what my understanding is they're bringing the real Mandarin into it with Shang-Chi movie.
Oh yeah?
Because it's called Shang-Chi and the Five Rings.
Oh.
So the Five Rings is what the Mandarin has.
Yeah.
You know, but it still pisses me off. It's like, that's an Iron Man villain.
Yeah.
In fact, that's his biggest villain. You know what I mean? But Captain America's fucking dope, man.
Yeah.
I love Captain.
I was looking at scenes, though, like things that were cut, and they almost writ it to where Captain America goes to that place by himself. Red Skull is.
Oh, yeah.
By himself.
Yeah.
During Endgame.
Yeah.
And then they have to figure out a way to get the stone together.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you watch Endgame, Cap takes all the stones back to where they're going.
Yeah.
So it's like,
so he probably did.
So he had to meet the Red Skull. Had to have.
Yeah.
To take the fucking Soul Stone back.
Yeah, back. Yeah.
He had to have.
Yeah.
So it's like, what the fuck? To me, because Marcus and McFeely are phenomenal writers.
Yeah.
Because they wrote all 3 Captain Americas.
Yeah.
They wrote fucking the Avengers, Infinity War, and Endgame. And they also wrote fucking Thor: The Dark World.
Okay.
Which, I'm not a big fan of that movie, but they're remarkable. And they had to put, especially with Endgame, like they put so much work into it. I think at the end of the day, they were just like, you know what? We're gonna comic book this, and he's just gonna go. We're not gonna explain shit, you know. And I've seen multiple interviews where they talk about that, and that's pretty much how they say, like, you know, he's just got to get him back.
It is one of the most comic book movies of the whole.
It really is.
Yeah,
it really is. Like when I watched it, I was like, man, this is comic book as fuck.
Yeah,
because it's like the heroes win, and then here's a simple, simple
people showing up when they need to.
Yeah,
and
that type of shit.
Yeah.
Now, I love Endgame, but I still like Infinity War better, and I think it's because of Thanos. Because I love Thanos, and how they did Thanos Infinity War, it's like you root for that motherfucker. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like even if you're an Avengers fan, you're rooting for Thanos. He's like, this dude, he's gonna do it. This is gonna be badass. You know what I mean? Like I did. I mean, that's how because I see since Avengers 1, when they showed Thanos at the end of Avengers 1, I'm like, oh fuck. I'm like, I can't wait to see this shit. You know what I mean? Because I know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Like, I know the Infinity Gauntlet's coming at that point in time.
Yeah, as soon as you see Thanos, there's nothing else. There's
nothing
no
else.
other
It's like, Infinity Gauntlet is eventually here.
Yeah.
And then they put him here, like minor spots.
Yeah.
And then when you finally get to see him, it is Thanos. Like, it's the mentality of Thanos. It's the fucking, just the way Josh Brolin portrayed him, the way the video people animated him when they did the fucking animation. It's just like, my God, they did such a phenomenal job with that. It's like, and he beats up the Hulk. Like, if you don't root for him after whooping the fuck out of the Hulk, you're fucked up.
And I don't buy 1 minute that the Hulk wasn't scared of Thanos. That's why he didn't show up in the rest.
No, I don't buy that either.
I don't either. That's exactly why he didn't.
Yeah.
That's exactly
in my opinion, that's exactly why.
Because he was scared.
He got his ass whooped.
That was the first time he ever got his ass whooped.
He's always been able to get madder and stronger.
Yeah.
Well, not against Thanos, where the dude doesn't have to get mad to be strong as fuck, and he's actually using technique to whoop your ass. It's like fuck, you know, because it's a classic brawler versus a technique guy.
Yeah.
You know, when you watch that shit, it's like fuck, dude. Well, thanks for tuning in to Truck of the Sun. Joe and Tom. We talk about comic books, anything you want to hear.
Doing us on Spotify now, Instagram, Facebook.
Yeah.
Peace. Yeah.